So, Tesla just pushed out an update to everyone with the exception of FSD beta owners, and it comes with quite a bit of new features. Now, I won't get into too much details in this specific update here, but there is one feature I do want to highlight in this update. So, in build 2023.12, we are going to be getting a new feature called passenger seat control. Now, what's funny is, if you guys haven't already heard of a company called Hansho, they do provide with a lot of aftermarket parts for your Tesla, and definitely this is not a sponsored video at all, but they do have a rear display console that you can essentially just strap onto your vehicle, and it looks pretty close to OEM. Now, this retrofit here has some pretty exclusive features for the Model 3 and Model Ys, which wasn't even available for the OEM versions of the rear display for the Model S and X. A few of these exclusive features include being able to download third-party apps from Google Play Store and play games on the rear display. But the coolest thing is that it allows you to control the front passenger seat directly from the rear. Now, you guys might be wondering how that can be handy. Well, in the case of the rear passengers, they'll provide them with a lot more leg room and a lot more space if they need to haul things around that wouldn't fit, or if they're just in the back seat getting ready to jiggy and essentially they just need that extra leg room. Now, I don't know if Tesla took some inspiration off of Hansho, but it seems like that's the case. They've released a new feature here which allows you to move the seats forward and backward directly from the rear center console. Now, as always, this is only available to the luxury segments first, so you're only going to be able to get it on the Model S and Model X, and eventually that's going to be available on the Cybertruck as well. Now, speaking of Cybertruck, I do want to ask you guys for an additional favor here. I typically don't ask for a lot of favors, but in this case here, I did release a video yesterday. However, for some reason, YouTube typically doesn't push out notifications on weekends for my channel for whatever reason. So that means that I'm going to be asking you guys to hit that link right up top there, and I'll drop it in the comments below. I'll pin it there for you guys as well. Please hit that out and support the channel. I really do appreciate it. But moving on, the rear screen of the Model S and X is perfect for this situation. Although they do already have a lot of space in the back, this does give a little bit more of that extra room to get in and out of the vehicle. Not everybody is the same shape and size and form, so that means that a larger person is going to need that extra space. And if they prefer to sit in the back while nobody is sitting in the front, adjusting it from the rear screen is the perfect solution to it. What I really can see this feature being used for the most is when you're getting it on in the back and you need that extra room, as I've mentioned earlier. You don't want to feel that you're claustrophobic while you're doing it. Now, with that aside, we won't be getting a special feature that only the Hansho version will have, and that's being able to tilt the seats forward and backward, which means that only the track is going to be moving. Now, I'm really only guessing that part of it because we haven't really seen any videos online and my vehicle hasn't gotten it yet. So I'm only assuming by the pictures that they've shown on the release notes that this would not be possible. There only looks to be an arrow pointing forward and backward, whereas the Hansho version shows moving forward, backward, and tilt top to bottom. Now, of course, with safety in mind, this is going to only work when the vehicle is parked and there is nobody sitting in the front seats. The way for the system to tell if there's somebody in the front seat and it's able to move without squishing them is that it's going to use the seat sensors and make sure that there's literally nothing up there that could be squashed if you do decide to adjust it from the back screen. There's probably going to be the redundancy of the interior camera as well, just to make sure that there's also nothing in sight or there's nothing that might trip up the system, like having a heavy box up there versus a human. And on top of that, there's probably going to be an option to override the system from the front screen and even disable the system overall in case there are kids sitting at the back that want to play with the feature. Now, in all honesty, it has been a while since we've gotten any new feature upgrades. We've been getting a lot of bug fixes and a lot of the lame, boring things. However, the main core features that actually improved the experience of Tesla overall, we haven't really seen that in a while, and this is the real first one. So we've gotten things such as gear chimes and larger text, point of interest, and a bunch of other goodies as well. But I do think this passenger control is going to be an amazing feature. Now, like I mentioned earlier, if you guys haven't already gotten this update, Tesla typically likes to roll them out in batches. So if you don't get it today, you don't get it tomorrow, you're probably gonna get it in a week from now. So just hang on a little bit longer. I really do wish that Tesla eventually gets to the point where it's just like Apple and they're able to handle the capacity of people downloading it at the same time, and everybody gets the same build, the same update literally the moment it gets released. Now honestly, only if we could get it on the Model 3 and Model Y, that would be amazing. And hint hint, the Project Highland Model 3 is going to be coming out fairly soon. So just keep a lookout for that, and I will be keeping you guys as updated as possible. I do have a lot of videos on the Project Highland Model 3s. I'll drop it in the description below if you guys want to check that out, and all the goodies that this vehicle is going to have, including that rear center screen. So anyways guys, this should wrap it up for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, and once again, peace out.